you are not taking a hard look at the batteries you're choosing, you're wasting money. If you are not watching this video and taking advantage of the new battery technology from DeWALT, Milwaukee, Flex, and from Ridgid, you are wasting big money. Don't be fooled. Get all the information that you can on this subject because it means it will help your bottom dollar. We're going to share it all with you right after this message from our sponsor, VCG Construction. If you want to help out with the channel, head on over to the merch store. You get hats, hoodies, t-shirts. Link will be in the description below. Welcome back, everybody. If it's your first time here, welcome to you especially. I've been unbelievably shocked how little information has disseminated to the layperson in the trades, okay, homeowners, DIYers, about Pouch Lithium technology and battery technology that's been hitting the marketplace for consumers. If you are not taking a hard look at the batteries you're choosing, you're wasting money. You're overpaying, you're not getting the performance out of your tools, and quite frankly, I want to kind of simplify it for everybody. Now, if you're unaware about the different batteries that are here, if we keep it in this realm here, okay, the Flex, Milwaukee, and DeWALT batteries, these packs look very similar to one another. These Flex packs really visually, except for this 6 amp hour pack looking a little bit slightly bigger than the 5 amp hour pack, there's not much of a visual cue or difference that there's something else going on in here. So it would be easy to make a mistake. Same thing here with Milwaukee's 2 6 amp hour battery packs. One says high output, one says forge. I mean, to a layperson, what does forge even mean? For me, if I saw a pack that said high output, I would be led to believe that this is hypothetically maybe the more powerful high output pack of the two. You're gonna be shocked in a second when I tell you. Also here, we have DeWalt's Power Stack 5 amp hour pack, and we have a XR pack 5 amp hours. They're both going to put out the same number of watt hours, right? Both 5 amp hours. But the way they deliver and receive their power is much different. And it's because of what's inside these battery packs, all these battery packs. There are lithium ion cells, regardless if they're using a pouch lithium or a standard cylindrical cell pack like this 5 amp hour from Flex, high output from Milwaukee, or this XR from DeWalt. They use a more traditional cylindrical cell, kind of like what you're used to seeing like an alkaline battery. When it comes to the advantages of pouch lithium over a cylindrical cell pack, and just so we're talking about it, cylindrical cell, cylindrical cell, cylindrical cell, pouch lithium. Why should you be shopping for a pouch lithium battery pack and not even considering these standard cylindrical cell packs anymore? Pouch lithium, number one, will deliver more watts out to your tools. So that means using a similarly sized battery pack that you would normally use to power things like small handheld drills, impact drivers, oscillating multi-tools. You're now able to take those similarly sized battery packs and run larger circular saws, chipping hammers, miter saws, table saws. Much larger tools can now be powered with these packs. These cylindrical cell packs weren't capable of delivering the watts out. They would also prematurely overheat, just not capable of doing it. Number two reason is that you're also able to put more watts in much faster. So previously, with a cylindrical cell pack, you would be able to rapid charge using standard rapid chargers like you're seeing here. Flex 160 watts you were able to use to rapidly charge their cylindrical cell packs. With pouch lithium technology, you're able to use things like this one here and Milwaukee Supercharger. Flex's delivers 550 watts. Milwaukee's Supercharger, theoretically, they're able to supercharge this forged battery in 15 minutes, where its predecessors, their cylindrical cell packs, would take 25 minutes or even 42 minutes for a 5 amp hour battery pack. People are gonna go, this is an 8 amp hour, what are you doing with this? So you're able to get more power out and more power in more rapidly. Now, with that, this is the unbelievable part. You're also able to charge and discharge Pouch Lithium battery packs 300 to 400 times more than you are their cylindrical celled counterparts. These battery packs have a life cycle of where you would charge this battery pack, put it on your tool, use it, deplete it, and then have to recharge it again of 400 times. Whereas a Pouch Lithium cell or pack can be charged 300 to 400 times more than a cylindrical cell pack. So this pack 300 times, this pack 1,200 times. And we're going conservatively on Pouch Lithium, 1,200 charge cycles. You're probably wondering, you're talking about rapid charging and shoving all of this power in. Doesn't that generate heat vents? I mean, isn't there resistance when you're trying to rapidly discharge or recharge a battery pack? How can Pouch Lithium do everything you're saying and deliver 300 to 400% more charge cycles? It's impossible. And I kind of thought the same thing a few years back. Pouch Lithium is basically a pouch. It is a flat cell. It uses much larger positive and negative tabs, or like I like to refer to them, bus bars in and out of the cell. Instead of single points at the end of a cylindrical cell, they're using these massive lines in and out of the battery pack to transfer energy, creating much more resistance for getting power out and allowing power in. It's like having a single lane highway each direction. You're only gonna be able to get one car at a time down that highway in a row. If you're able to create multi-lane highways, 3 and 4 lanes, you're able to get 3 and 4 times the number of cars up and down that highway. That is pretty much the simplest way I could relay the information. It's how it was relayed to me, and I'm relaying it to you. Those are the main differences between cylindrical cell packs and Pouch Lithium packs. Now, here's the part that affects you now that you know how the magic happens. I really wanted to make this video where we talked about a shopping guide and the different tools and where you should be using them. You know, I have fun explaining all that, but at the price points that we're seeing for the different technology batteries, I don't even have to bother at this point. It is literally a no-brainer to go Pouch Lithium. Let's start with Flex. A 5 amp hour battery pack from Flex, their cylindrical cells, costs $119. They are delivering 120 watt hours per pack. That's the gas tank. It's how much energy is stored in here. Potential. A 6 amp hour battery pack from Flex, which is Pouch Lithium. All the advantages of Pouch Lithium. You can power much larger tools with that smaller battery pack, cost $179. I know what you're saying, Vince. Yeah, there's advantage there, but it still costs more for the Pouch Lithium battery pack at $179, $60 more as a matter of fact. Yes, the upfront cost might be more, but over time, the Flex battery pack is, matter of fact, this pack, I know it doesn't look like it, this battery pack cost half as much as this battery pack. Half as much. Are you hearing that? How? Here it is. If we were to divide this battery pack by 400, we're giving it a little cushion on the number of charge cycles that this pack can go through. Generally, it's 300 to 400. We're gonna go high end, 400. If you divide the cost of it at $119, Okay, we're met with a cost of 30 cents per life cycle on this battery pack. If we take the cost of the Pouch Lithium pack from Flex at $179, we then divide it by the number of charge cycles and discharge cycles on this pack, which is conservatively 1,200 cycles. It could be 1,500 cycles if we go to the 400% more that has been stated by brands on the number of life cycles. We're at 15 cents per charge, or we're at 15 cents per cycle through this battery. This battery pack costs you half as much as this battery pack. Let's move on to DeWALT. DeWALT's XR battery pack, which is actually running 18650 cells. This isn't even a high output battery pack. This is a pretty much 2 generations old battery pack. The cost for that battery pack right now is $99. The Power Stack battery pack is $169. So I know it makes it enticing for you to buy these closeouts because you're saving $70. It's 70 bucks, it's 70 bucks. But the 5 amp hour battery pack delivers 100 watt hours compared to the Power Stack's 92.5 watt hours. So this has a little bit reduced size of a tank, so to speak, but you're still getting less. When you divide by the 400 charge cycles you'll get out of this pack, you're paying 25 cents per life cycle for this battery pack compared to Power Stack's 14 cents per cycle. 14 cents. Matter of fact, DeWALT's cost per cycle is the cheapest out of the 3. If you're buying cylindrical cell packs from DeWALT, you're losing money in the long run, even at this greatly reduced cost. Let's move on to the most mind-blowing of all of the comparisons here. Milwaukee's M18 high output versus their Forged battery packs. In the past, I would tell you that maybe Forged did not make sense because the cost of the Forged pack was slightly more than the high output battery packs. I might have suggested buying the high output battery pack if you weren't powering larger equipment. This made more sense. But here's the deal. At this point, it only makes sense to be buying Forged battery packs because both of these packs right now have a retail cost of $179. This Forged battery pack will give you the watts out of Milwaukee's 12 amp hour battery pack. You know what? Let's give you a little size comparison. In the past, if you were running the highest demand tools, circular saws, miter saws, table saws, you wanted to run this high output 12 amp hour battery because you would get less voltage sag, you'd have sustained watts out. Milwaukee has eliminated the need to run this huge battery pack with Forged, and you can see the size difference here. This puts out almost the equal amount, if not equal amounts of watts as this 12 amp hour battery pack. Now, with that being said, you will still get increased runtime because the total capacity, watt hours, is 216 from the 12 amp hour compared to 108 from the Forged. But here's the deal. Wouldn't it make more sense, especially if we're tradespeople and we're extending out, lifting over our heads, doing repetitive motions? Wouldn't you rather have multiple smaller batteries in your equipment? This puts out a tremendous amount of watts compared to the high output. And in the past, I might have said this is not necessary for certain applications. But at this point, you're able to charge this battery pack more rapidly than this battery pack. You're able to get more watts out at one time compared to this battery pack. They are the same exact price at $179. So that means that over time, this battery pack will cost you 45 cents per cycle that you're using it 400 life cycles or 400 charge cycles and discharge cycles through this battery pack compared to the Forge, conservatively rated at 1,200 cycles. That means you're paying 15 cents per cycle through this Forge battery pack. I don't know about you, but I sure like to save money. And when I buy something, I want to know that my investment is going to make me money and the most money possible. I hate having to buy the same thing over and over again. And if I can extend the time period that I need to buy them and the working range of those things that I'm buying, and I leverage them to make me more money, that makes sense to me. And if it makes sense to you, then smash the like button. It's free for you to do, doesn't cost you a dime. Plus, you'll get 7 years of good luck. Also, leave it down in the comment section below. Did you know about all of this new battery technology happening under like 99% of people's feet? They don't even know what's happening right now. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here, taking your time to watch the video, to become more informed, because I want you to make better buying decisions. It's tough being in business. And if you could mitigate some of that cost by making the right purchasing choices, you know, that means you'll be in business a little bit longer, or a lot longer, or forever. And that's what I like to see.